Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing you another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane Batman classic TV series, 1966 Adam West TV show, Alfred dressed as Batman. When I first saw this figure announced, I wasn't really sure what it was. I thought, why are they making a milk mustache Batman? They didn't even have those hats back then. But then I realized it was from a specific episode where Alfred dressed up as Batman. Kind of cool, but kind of an easy way to do some cheap reuse, make another Batman variant. I really hope this means eventually we'll get Alfred in his regular suit. That would please me greatly. And while you're at it, give us Aunt Harriet. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, DC, McFarlane Toys, ages 12 plus, Batman, classic TV series. Here he is in the package. He has 2 action accessory bubbles, just like for the show. You can see Alfred, he's got his mustache on the front. On the back, Alfred as Batman, Batcave, the Batmobile, and his barcode. I went to Target today and saw these guys on the shelf, which really surprised me. I knew they were coming soon, but usually I have to ask these guys to pull them out of the back for me. And I did end up getting 2 of these figures, one of which to open and enjoy, and the other one to keep unopened in my complete, unopened Batman-related action figure collection. So with no further ado, let's open him up. And here's his Alfred as Batman, next to the regular version of the Adam West Batman. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He comes with 2 of those action bubble effects that the TV show is known for, simulating the comics. Before we take a look at those, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So this is Alfred, dressed up as Batman from a specific episode of the 1966 TV show. Alfred was played by Alan Napier. Rest in peace. This is not the first figure of Alan Napier that any company has made. Mattel made one at the end of their multiverse line, and don't worry, we will check out that figure later in the video. I hope this leads us to getting a regular Alfred figure in this McFarlane 1966 line. I would prefer that to this, big time, but this is still pretty cool. Obviously, McFarlane chose to do this guy first because number 1, Batman sells, and number 2, it's pretty much 100% reuse, so they didn't really have to spend a bunch of money sculpting a new figure. So let's take a look at him. Starting with his head here. Happy-go-lucky, smiling Alfred. He has that mustache on. I remember my son seeing this and asking me, why do they have a milk mustache Batman? But those milk mustache commercials weren't even around back in the 60s. It's just kind of interesting. That's what a lot of people are going to think when they first see this figure. I'm really curious to see if his head is a different sculpt than the Adam West Batman, and we'll check that out in a little bit. His cowl's got black on the front, blue in the back, super short ears. They're a little bit curled, even more so than they're supposed to be due to the packaging. The mustache, I really do feel like the cheekbones are a little bit different in this figure. But like I said, we'll check that out in a little bit. He's got the 66 bat symbol on his chest. Single jointed elbows, single jointed knees. These are retro basic figures. The articulation is quite limited, but at least they're 6 inches tall. It's got the cloth cape. Everything you'd expect from an Adam West Batman figure. But it's not Adam West's Batman. That's part of the charm of this guy. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt. Seeing this Alfred as Batman makes me hope not only for a regular Alfred in a business suit, but an Alfred in a business suit, as well as a domino mask. There are plenty of variations they could give us. Now let's look at his accessories. 2 of these action bubble effects, and I believe they're the same ones that a standard Batman came with. This one's orange, says POW. They can attach to his wrist, so you have the action bubble if he's punching somebody. And here's the other one, it's red. Kapow! Here are his action bubble effects, with all the other ones I've accumulated quite a bit through this line. Here's Alfred, punching the Joker in the face with his action effect. Pow! Then, uppercutting the Riddler, punching him in the stomach. Kapow! Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, he's standing at about 5.9 inches tall, which could translate to about 15 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course, you can rotate from side to side, Can't really do much else. You got a little bit of wiggle room, but nothing's going to stick. Shoulders on a ball joint. Goes out about 90 degrees, maybe a little bit more. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. He's got a single jointed elbow. Goes about 90 degrees. With rotation. His wrist, simple rotation there. Torso is one solid piece. He's got traditional waist swivel, side to side. His legs, old school T-crutch style. They go forward all the way, back, and not too much. Single jointed knees, go back about 90 degrees, and that is going to be it. Pretty basic rotation. Here's Alfred, dressed as Batman in the Batcave, feather dusting off the Bat computer, and here he is, dusting in the Wayne Manor. He's dusting off the statue and the Bat phone, and here, Alfred dressed as Batman, bringing Bruce Wayne some tea. Now let's check him out, next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Alfred figures. Here he is, next to the Mattel DC Multiverse Alfred. This is the Alan Napier head. Really cool to get both versions of this figure. 6-inch scale. And I guess technically still 6-inch scale, but he's more like 7 inches. To have them both in the bat suit and in his business suit, his butler attire. Very pleased. That Mattel Alfred figure actually came with 4 different heads. We have the Outsider, then a comic Alfred, then the Alan Napier Alfred, and then a Michael Gough Alfred. One of Mattel's best releases. And here he is, next to a DC Direct Batman the Animated Series Alfred. Then, with a Mattel Movie Masters Dark Knight Rises Alfred. And here, with a DC Direct Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Alfred. Then, next to the DC Direct Hush Alfred. And now, next to the DST or Devon Select Toys Gotham Alfred. Here's my entire collection of Alfred action figures. That guy's gotten some love. Took a while though. Hoping McFarlane will take a crack at him. And I'm hoping they're going to give us a 66 regular version. Now I wanted to check him out, next to a standard Adam West Batman from this line, to see what differences were besides just a simple mustache. And it looks like the face sculpt is considerably different. If you look at them up close, of course Alfred has the mustache on the left, but his cheeks are considerably different. Adam West has a very unique sort of chin and cheek sculpt. Alan Napier, considerably different. So they did a really nice job giving each one their own characteristics. Here are all the different variations of Batman they've released in this line so far. Getting pretty crazy. And technically, this is Alfred, not Bruce Wayne. But he's still Batman. The next one to come out is going to be that variant in the lunchbox set. Then after that, there's one on the leak list called Radioactive Batman. And I'm sure there are plenty of other possibilities in the future. Here's Alfred, next to Robin. Their own version of the dynamic duo. Then, next to the Mattel, Batman, Robin, and Batgirl. Here he is, with all the rogues in this line. Mr. Freeze, Riddler, Joker, Penguin, and both versions of Catwoman. I am really excited for the upcoming Two-Face, King Tut, and Egghead that they showed off at New York Comic Con. Awesome looking releases. Here's Alfred, next to a NECA 1966 Adam West Batman. 7-inch scale. Probably the best looking Adam West Batman in 6 and 7-inch scale out there. And here he is, next to a custom Adam West and Burt Ward, Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson. The Bruce Wayne came out fantastic. Maybe a little bit larger than this line, but that works perfect for my uses. Dick Grayson here though, I botched that one. Body's far too small. He looks more like a midget. I'll have to transplant that head as soon as I find a better body. And now, here he is, next to a custom Egghead and Bookworm I made many, many years ago. Really excited that Egghead's going to get an actual release, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bookworm's around the corner. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in, both scale and style-wise, in case you don't know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane Batman Classic TV series figure, they're typically on the smaller end of 6-inch scale collecting. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the smaller action figure lines I collect, and work my way larger. Here he is, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. Then, next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, with some Make-Fix figures. Then, with some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here he is, next to some Mezco 112 collected figures. Then, with some Mattel wrestling figures. And now, next to some Jazzwares AEW wrestlers. And here he is, standing next to some NECA figures. Then, with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And now, with some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. Of course, these guys are 7-inch scale, whereas this retro Alfred is just under 6 inches. And here he is, next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. And finally, next to some Jack-specific wrestling figures. Overall, he's a pretty fun figure. Is he necessary? Definitely not. When I heard they're making an Alfred figure, I got really excited, but then I found out it's Alfred as Batman. And it's still cool, but I would much rather have Alfred as Butler attire. Like I said, the figure is fun though. I had fun shooting this video. Fun showing him the Wayne Manor, Batcave, dusting stuff off. It's pretty cool to have an Alfred figure who's not actually Alfred. If I were to rate this figure, I think I'd give him a 7 out of 10. I would rate him lower, but he just has this fun factor going on to him. Articulation is quite limited. He's far too small for my taste. The accessories are pretty much non-existent. Sculpt and paint job are pretty nice though. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.